Hello, clinic owners. So today what I wanted to talk about is the line I hear a lot from clinic owners that I'm afraid to leave my clinic for too long because what will happen when I'm not there, what will go wrong. So I hear that a lot, and clinic owners will say something along those lines, and they feel that the staff, if they have any, are unable to run the clinic properly without them. That if I leave for a long period of time, like a day or two is fine, but if I leave for a long period of time, I'm afraid of what's going to happen. And maybe I'm having to check in all of the time. So if I take 2 weeks holidays, I'm checking in my emails, I'm checking into the clinic to see what's happening. And I can't just switch off. And these clinic owners feel tied to the clinic and that they're having to make every single decision. So they're having to micromanage the business and they're constantly firefighting. And it's exhausting to have to be like that because you never get to switch off. And really what these clinic owners are looking to do is to be able to take a decent break from the clinic and it to be able to run fine without them, so that they have the opportunity to do so should they ever wish. They say, listen, I'm going to take a few weeks off and everything will run without them. And they still want to be able to do that and have the same turnover and the same profits, even if they're not there. That would be fantastic. That's what we're looking for. That whether I'm there or not is not that important as a clinician or even as the owner of the business, because the systems run the business and I still make the same money. And what they want is they want that clinic to give them more freedom than it currently is doing so. Isn't that why we all start this business? Because we want to be independent, we want to be free, and what we do instead is we build this business and it ends up being like a prison or a cage that traps us. So a few things I'd say about that. Firstly, your clinic is a reflection of you, and the great thing about being the owner is you get to decide what way it runs. So you can decide that I'm going to work these hours or those hours or do this treatment or not do any treatment or whatever, or accept this kind of patients. And you can do that in a way that gives you freedom that you want. Okay. So recently I had a clinic owner I was working with who had a number of clinics and came to me and said, listen, I want to close all my clinics. I want to let all my staff go and I want to just work on my own. I want to make as much money. And it's possible. We did it. So what we did is we managed to offload those clinics to the staff. The staff took over all of the clinics. The clinic owner, or this previous clinic owner, decided they were going to work on their own 3 mornings a week, doing only the kind of work that they want and earning the kind of money that they want. As much money as they were earning previously with all of the staff without the hassle. So you can design it whatever way you want to. But you've got to start with a successful mindset. A mindset that is basically, I am in business. I'm not just a clinician, but I am a business person as well. And that I'm trying to run this as a business, as a true business. And a true business does not depend on you or any one person. Because if it just depends on you, if you have to be there all of the time, then it's a job, really, isn't it? It's not really a business that's running without you. Now, there's nothing wrong with building a job, okay? That's perfectly fine. So that clinic owner I mentioned, she wanted to move to a business structure that was just a really highly paid job, okay? Which is absolutely fine. But you can do any of these things. And if you want to build a business that is just you and a job, there are consequences to that. The consequences is that you will remain tied to the business and the business will be dependent on you alone. It will be dependent, the finances will be dependent on you. And it's harder to gain long-term financial security because you're really just one sickness away or one illness away or one broken arm away from losing that financial security. So you do not have to be tied to the clinic. You can choose to build the business whatever way you want to build it, and it can give you greater freedom and you can earn as much, if not more money, usually more money. And you need to get your mindset that I'm going to replace myself and design the clinic to replace myself. So if this is something you're interested in, this is what we do at More Practice Profits. We help clinic owners like this. We also do marketing, a service, etc. Then your next step is to book what we call a 10-minute triage call with one of my team, where it's just a quick chat, 10 minutes on the phone to see where are your pain points, what solutions are you looking for, and if we think we can help you, well then we'll suggest the next steps. It's not a sales call. If we think we can't help you, we'll say, look, we're not the right fit for you, but you need to go over here or go over there. So until next time, this is Lorcan O'Donnell, health business coach and marketing coach, signing out.